Hey everyone, thanks for checking out this video. We have a Game Boy here that we got off of eBay, typical, but it was not working condition. It didn't say what was wrong with it, so we're just going to take a look and we're going to find out. So, the case is in pretty decent condition. So, it's got some, battery corrosion. Yeah, but that doesn't actually look like it's going to keep this thing from turning on or anything. So let's see. Let's put some batteries in it and see what it does. And now we got Marble Madness. I really need to get good games to test with. Yeah. Because what the heck is this? Alright. Let's see what it does. Nothing. Did I put the batteries in the right way? I did. So that might loosen up some of that stuff in there. Huh. Maybe that is enough to not make it turn on. So assuming these batteries are good. Let's see if I have some different batteries. Nah, nothing. Okay, well, let's take this thing apart. Let's maybe take out the game cartridge, make sure it's not like shorting it. Nope. Alright, let's take this thing apart, clean those connectors, and see what happens. Alright, so I'm actually trying a new video and audio setup, so curious to see how this comes out. At least now I can actually see what I'm recording all the time, make life a little easier. Alright, so there are 6 tri-wing screws in this, so we just gotta take those out. Okay. So now it should just come apart. Oh, and we got this little connector connecting this back board to the front board. So let's take that out. Okay. And let's just take a look at this thing. I mean, visually, this board doesn't look that bad. It looks really good, actually. Okay, but this one's a little dirty, and it's got all sorts of junk right there, and those connectors. So yeah, we're gonna have to work on cleaning this one up. Alright, let's see what we got here. Got 2 screws here, and then 2 screws going into the audio board. And these are Phillip heads. And this is too small. Always use the right size screwdriver. Makes your life much easier. These 4 screws appear to be the same size. Okay. So these 2 battery pads are actually pretty decent, actually, right? I don't know if you can see. Right there. That one's got some corrosion on it. So we can clean that one. Then we gotta clean through these pins for the cart connector. And that looks, let's see if we can get you how close we can get you. Yeah, that is dirty. Okay. So I need some Q-tips, so let me get some of those. Alright. You know, I bought these kind of like nylon kind of Q-tip swab thingies, thinking they might work a little bit better, but every time I've used them, they suck. These will probably still be the best, but I'm gonna give this one another shot. But what I want to do is I just want to put a little bit of white vinegar on where the corrosion is to neutralize the alkaline from the batteries, but we don't need all that much, so I'm just gonna use that. Oh god, I hate the smell of that. Okay, also gonna get it right here. Okay. Let's see if we can get you guys a closer look. Because yeah, just look how nasty that is. Okay, just put a little bit more on there. I missed a couple spots before. You see it bubbling and reacting with the alkaline. It's pretty cool. Alright, just gonna let that hang out for a minute. So, yeah, the white vinegar, well, distilled white vinegar, is supposed to, you know, neutralize the alkaline, but it in itself is also acidic. And basically, from what I understand and what I've read from research, is that if you just kind of dilute it enough with some isopropyl alcohol, it should minimize the effects and not actually harm anything. Now, if anyone knows a better way, or if I am wrong, please feel free to correct me and, you know, comment. But alright, so now I'm just gonna put some alcohol all over the board and get a brush, and we're just gonna start cleaning this thing. Alright, the board looks better than it did. So let's see. Let's should we do next? Probably these connectors here, which I think we can just push out. I think there's this little tab here. Yep. The bottom one doesn't look like it needs to be done. That looks pretty good. Alright. Oh, but oh yeah, look at this thing. Alright. Let's get my little Q-tip. Just kind of blot it on here. Just gonna do one side at a time. Alright, I mean, that's better. Not great, but it's better. Alright, let me clean up this mess real quick, and then we'll move on to the next steps. Alright, so I just cleaned up my work area a little bit. Okay, so let's get this thing back in. I don't think I'm going to be able to get anything in there to pry the little tab. Actually, maybe if I pry the tab before I put it in. Yeah, maybe I heard that click. Yeah, okay. Okay. Alright, let's just put this in and see what happens before we, see how bad we have to clean up this area. Just kind of curious. I'm gonna put a screw down the hold this, and then just one screw to hold the board in. Okay, let's plug this in. Oh no, cut through me. Alright. Batteries in here, see if it turns on. Oh, and the little power button fell out, so I'll have to make sure that we put that back in. Well, not the power button, but the plastic for the switch. Hey! Okay, it turns on. Boy, were these screens terrible. We have... Looks like we have screen issues as well. I can't really see. Let's throw everybody's favorite Marble Madness in here and see if we can show you the lines better. See? You see those lines? Yeah, maybe that's probably the best. Alright, so I need to fix that as well, and that's a screen issue. So let's turn this thing off. Take this out again. Okay. So this side is actually pretty good, so I actually don't think... I'm still gonna clean this up a little bit better. So I'm not entirely sure if I want to add some solder onto those pins. I mean, it's working, and it doesn't seem to have any like graphical issues or anything like that. The screen has those vertical lines, which is common that these things have problems with. So that's something different. And, theoretically, with the white vinegar, we already neutralized this area, so it's not going to eat through it anymore. And I don't, if I put too much heat from the solder on it, I might bring up some of those pads, and I don't want to do that. So I think I'm going to leave that the way it is. So I'm going to just put the other two screws back into it. Now we're just going to place that aside. And now we have to take out all of these screws. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 screws. Looks like, yep. Okay. Now I believe there is some adhesive holding the screen to the bezel, so we just want to be careful when taking this thing out. I mean, I think by now a lot of that adhesive is dried out over the years, and yeah, it's not really, didn't have any resistance. Okay. So from my understanding, what happens when we get those lines is that the connections underneath this little rubber piece come loose, so all you really need to do is take up this rubber piece, which it kept most of the adhesive strip on it. See if we can remove that. Come on. You don't want to go too hard and damage this ribbon cable. Come on. Yeah, this is just going to burn when we try to put these connectors back. Come on. Alright, probably don't need to go too much crazier because we know this side of the screen was good. Okay. Get my soldering gun ready. So yeah, we're just going to want to gently run some heat from a soldering iron on here and see if we can make these connections bond again. The way I like to do that is I'm going to plug it in. And you just have to, be careful when you plug it in, or when you work on this thing when it's on. I screwed this whole thing back in and I forgot to put this in. That's awesome. Anyway, so I don't want to turn this on. And then, oh no, there's bad connections where I got this. It's annoying. It's just gonna burn up anyway. Alright. So let's see if we can get you guys a closer look. Yeah, so you see the lines? Yeah. Play with the contrast. Let's make it dark. Yeah, so we can see those lines better. Okay. Now I'm just gonna get my soldering iron, and you want a, you know, rather broad tip. You know, something. If you had something even flatter, that might even work better, but you know, something that can get some surface area. And then you can see as we start to apply some heat, these lines will go away. Well, they shouldn't go away, they should fill in. Just wanna, not a lot of heat at once. You don't want to burn through this, you just want to be gentle with it. There was some over here before I saw. Well, there is now. Okay, that should be enough. Yeah, it looks much better. Okay, so now we gotta put that little rubber piece back, and maybe I've got some double-sided tape here. Some. Probably turn this thing off now. Okay. Peel up this tape. Some of that old tape out of there. And then just place this down. Okay, so I'm probably gonna speed up this part, but I'm gonna just put it all back together. Take that backboard out and put this back in. And then we'll give it one last test. Okay, so we have the thing back together. Got our Marble Madness batteries. And let's see. Okay, turns on. Screen looks good. Buttons work. Sound works. Game works. So there you go. That's this Game Boy had power issues due to not making good contacts because of the corrosion, and maybe also because the corrosion on those pins may have shorted something out and was keeping this thing from turning on. And then also the screen had some lines on it that we were able to fix. So overall, I think this was a pretty good repair. And thanks for checking this out. If you have any questions, comments, please leave them below. Thanks, guys.